up, guys?
This is BNE Reviews. I'm Edward.
I'm Christian.
And I'm Blake.
And we're going to be reviewing Skyscraper today, so let's get right into it. Skyscraper is a film that stars Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He is a family man, and he just got hired by this corporation to come do the security for the tallest building in the world, which is it's just called Skyscraper. I forgot what it's called.
The Pearl.
The Pearl. It's called the Pearl. So he's getting hired to go do and diagnose the security there, and he discovers that there's a plot to take down the skyscraper and take down the Pearl. So then he just gets swallowed up in this whole plot of just these bad guys trying to take down the Pearl, and
from there the movie is Skyscraper.
It's Skyscraper. So yeah, he has to go save his family and get people out, and he fights a lot of bad guys, and that's pretty much the movie. So what do you guys think about it?
Blake, you want to hit this one first?
You got it.
Well, so I go into the movie, ready to have a good time, walk out of the movie, laughing harder than I've laughed this whole entire year. Definitely the funniest film I've seen, and the movie is a complete, utter mess.
Wow. That's not at all how I came out of the movie. I came out very entertained. I thought it was a good movie. I didn't expect it to be Oscar worthy, obviously, but you can't go into a movie like that expecting it to be Oscar worthy. But I came out entertained. I felt like my life had more meaning and that my friendships were stronger.
I didn't think it was that bad of a movie. I didn't think it was great, but I didn't think it was terrible. I thought there was really good action sequences, actually, like suspense action sequences. There's like a couple fights, like hand to hand, that is actually really good. And then actually like the action within the building itself, the Pearl, I thought was pretty good. So I thought the suspense was good, the action was actually pretty good. There's not like a lot of it. I mean, there is a lot.
No, there is a lot of action, and I'm ready to derail this movie because this movie was really terrible. Even on a fun movie level, it was honestly ridiculous how nonsense it was. They copied so many action scenes from so many different movies.
Yeah.
I think the clearest one we saw was Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol.
Ghost Protocol.
There's a part where he's literally has to exit out the skyscraper, and literally the framing, the shot is literally when Tom Cruise is climbing the Abu Dhabi building.
Yeah,
it was insane.
Khalifa.
And honestly, just going to the movie,
exact same shot.
Yeah, the shot reference was ridiculous, and everything. I was wondering throughout the whole movie, I was like, who wrote this script? Like they must have just done it for the payday or paycheck or something. And then at the end of the movie, the writer and the director, it was written and directed by the same person. I was like, man, like I wonder if he wanted the movie to be good and just didn't come out good, or he was just like, you know what, I'm just trying to make some entertainment value. Even on entertainment, there was nothing to me personally that was any way inspirational for me as a filmmaker. I was not inspired at all. It was just like, oh man, it was just really terrible. And I think for Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, I don't even think this was one of his better films. To me, he didn't really give a performance that was, it was just normal Dwayne "The Rock. Like it wasn't anything special at all. Although I will say, the movie was much darker than I thought it was going to be. Like, to me, it didn't even feel like a family film. It felt really dark.
Yeah, like there's
like
the
there's
action,
dark
the
stuff that
violence.
happens.
There's quite a bit of dark stuff that happens. No blood, no gore like that. They cut away when it gets, I think, dark, but it's still like enough that it's like, oh crap, like they just did that. But yeah, Dwayne "The Rock." I mean, like Christian said, kind of just being Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. It's just the only theme I can think about in the film is just family is first, family is above all. And Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson really just he's really overpowered in this film. He's kind of feels like a superhero. Like even if you see it in the trailer, he's jumping off like a forklift or a crane.
It's hilarious.
It's pretty hilarious on how
hilarious.
overpowered he is and how much of a superhero he is. So it's kind of, that's just funny, but all of it is just, it's a fun time. You go see it with your friends and your family. You're gonna laugh a lot at just how funny it is. But also, I think you'll genuinely be suspense.
I think
tensed up.
when it showed some of the higher skyscraper moments, when it shows the top down views and stuff, that actually kind of freaked me out a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But like, what were some of your thoughts about the movie?
Like
what you liked since
yeah,
you
what
said
did
you
you
came
like?
out of it liking it?
I don't know. I was entertained. Like the story had me like, I could say that I predicted like almost everything that happened. Like I could tell when there's gonna be a fireball coming out. I could tell when like something dumb was gonna happen, and there were parts where I was like, well, spoiler. There's a part where the mom carries the kid across a plank that's like a foot like wide, and somehow she makes it across, so she has incredible balance or something. But I could tell that there were parts that like didn't make that much sense. Like it never would have happened. And of course, like the timing was very predictable. Like I said, like with the fireballs coming up at the perfect time, and with like the villains showing up at the perfect time. But I still I liked it. Like it was. I feel like I got what I came for in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Like going to the movie, I knew that was the movie I was gonna see, and like when we went to see Sorry to Bother You, that's something that I didn't get. So I think that's why, like coming off of Sorry to Bother You, going to this, I think that's why I liked this movie a lot, was because it was like such a different movie, and I got what I wanted to see.
I just would say like, if you like The Rock, if you're a fan of The Rock, and you want to go see, pretty good action, decent special effects, decent performances, and just, it's entertainment, and you just want to have a fun time and watch an action movie and hang out with The Rock and his fake family for an hour and a half, I think you'll have a great time. But I think you'll have a good time. I think most people will have a good time for this movie. So what would you guys give it a rating of?
5 or 3.
5 or 3. Christian?
F.
Entertainment-wise, I'd give it a 9.
Mm-hmm.
Film, critic-wise, I'd give it probably a 5.5 or 6.
Well, comedy-wise, 10. Level 10. Comedy. It was awesome, comedy-wise. Honestly, literally, I'm trying to think of another funny movie. I was laughing so hard in this movie.
Yeah.
I could hear you laughing in it. It was so funny because how ridiculous it was.
Yeah.
So,
there's a lot of cheesy parts that you laugh at if you're an avid filmmaker. The writing is not top notch. The dialogue is not top notch.
no,
so
I just
kinda,
I kind of feel bad. Because if I were ever to meet this director, I'd be like, dude, I just trashed your film, but...
Well, the director's the same guy that directed Dodgeball, right? Isn't that what you said?
yeah.
Oh, shoot, okay.
Yeah, but Dodgeball's good. This one was like, he was probably handed a paycheck and he was like, I'm done.
He's like,
let's
get this
also,
done.
the reason why I don't like this movie is because the budget of the movie is $124 million.
Mm-hmm. Why?
And it's just like...
It doesn't make sense.
It's such a Hollywood-made movie that you can tell they literally don't care about. They just want the money from people to go see it. They don't care.
This movie is going to do really well overseas, particularly China.
Oh, yeah, because they shot in China. A lot of Chinese actors totally to just pull that China, because there's a big box office.
Yeah, China's probably it's not even here. It's not
biggest
the biggest
international.
Yeah, I don't even think they make more money in China than it does here in the U.S.
Yeah.
So they're gonna make more money in China, which they were like, okay, our best bet is probably to really make a lot of money in China. So yeah, we'll make it in Hong Kong. We'll film in Hong Kong, add in Chinese actors. It does give it diversity for the movie, but you can clearly see the reasons behind it. But actually, to be honest, I could see if they were going to build the biggest skyscraper in the world, I actually see Hong Kong being the place to do
I wasn't annoyed or anything by it. It was just kind of okay, this is totally meant for a box office layout,
Definitely a business decision.
Yeah, it was definitely a business decision.
Yeah.
But, I think that kind of makes for the review.
Yeah, so yeah.
But one thing we do want to update, Comic-Con is this week. We're going to be doing a lot of information, trailer reactions on whatever comes out, so truly stay tuned, stay subscribed for that. And hopefully you guys go to the movie, have the best night ever watching it, and
definitely go see the movie and form your own opinion and give us what you think in the comments.
Yes.
Like and subscribe. Don't forget that as well.
We always want to hear what other people are saying.
Yeah. So go check out the movie and with your friends and family and have the best night ever, guys. We'll see you on the next one.
Best night ever.
Best night ever. Best night ever. Best night ever. Hey!